welcome to the next episode of
What's Brewing Sis?
I'm Shelly.
And I'm Deanna. Bianca is missing at the moment. She may be able to join us later or not, but we're still here to serve the brew.
Yes, we are serving the brew still. Bianca is, of course, taking care of things for the business. So we're always busy, but I think we're gonna be good in finding more of a way to handle all of the hats that we now
Yes,
wear.
yes, yes. So she is on official Cafe Coco Latte business, and we
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah, so we wish that she is able to join soon, and if not, she is here in spirit. Okay.
Absolutely.
So last episode we discussed a extremely important topic of autism and the color of autism, and that was very informative. I definitely learned a lot in that episode about autism, and it was helpful.
Yes, I hope others found some value in that. Our experience, the African American community always has its layers of uniqueness.
Yes.
So, being neurodivergent, having autism, or any other, disease, disorder, whatever, is always unique when it comes to our community and how the lack of there may be of resources or services, and how we need to cultivate and create that space for ourselves within our own community. So it's definitely an important topic. It happens to be impactful to me because my 9-year-old son is autistic, but it's important to me for all of those impacted in the autistic community. So I hope everyone found it informative, and it's a conversation that definitely needs to continue. There's so much that we didn't even touch.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it'll be something that we'll circle back on time and time again.
for sure. And maybe at some point we can bring Bryce on to do an interview.
Absolutely.
And learn more about him specifically, but he's a shining star in the making, waiting to happen. I
Yes.
say all the time he should be on TV. Him and Zoe should be on somebody's television.
And they would agree with you wholeheartedly. Maybe
So what
they'll
we
start
got
their
going?
own podcast.
My mom asked me, she's like, when is Deanna's daughter going to be back on the podcast again? I'm like, I don't know. She is the regular at this point, I guess.
Yes, we got to get it on her schedule. She got a
Yeah,
lot going on. So planning her
yes.
birthday is her thing right now.
Yeah, that's right. Her birthday's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So what we got going on this episode?
So, this episode, we have a very special guest. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship and motherhood. So, mompreneurs, mompreneurship, how it
Yes.
all feeds into each other, and, the many hats that we wear as women, and how we make it all look effortless,
Woo,
even though it could definitely be a lot of work. So,
absolutely.
without further ado, let's bring up our guest. Whitney's Love Nail and Beauty Bar is located at 302 West Indian Trail, Suite A, Aurora, Illinois 60506. Voted the hottest nail and beauty bar in Aurora 3 years in a row. It's a full-service beauty bar offering gel X, nails, pedicure, hair, braids, makeup, facials, pamper parties, waxing, brow tinting, education, and so much more. You can learn more about what they offer by checking out the list of services and meeting the Glam Squad. Visit their website at whitneyslove.mysalononline.com. Whitney herself is an entrepreneur, a loving wife and mother, and takes pride in both her family and her business. We are honored to have her in studio with us today. Brew Crew, please welcome Whitney Love.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi,
everybody.
Whitney. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for
Absolutely.
joining us. We
Yes, we're so
appreciate it.
excited to have you here. I feel like we are creating a whole village with this mompreneur title. We wear a lot of hats.
A
Lord
lot of
Jesus.
hats. A lot. I don't think we ever take off the hats. Actually, we just switch them and
You
switch
just
them
put
and
them on.
switch them.
Absolutely. I'm like, what am I right now?
Yeah. So before we dive into today's topic, we want to start off with a few icebreaker questions, which is just for our audience to get to know you and everybody to get relaxed and comfortable. So here we go with the first question. What celebrities do most people say you look like?
I get Naturi Nodding. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She played Tasha from Power. I get that
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
She
see it.
squint real hard and kind of tilt to
No,
the side a
I
little
don't
bit.
even have to squint real hard. I was thinking, yeah, I would have named her, and also I think a little bit like the lady from 702.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Sometimes people say I look like a brat doll, so I'll take that too.
Shelly, what about you?
I don't think anyone tells me I look like any celebrity. I never get that. So I guess I'm just one of a kind.
Yes.
Okay. I used to get Jill Scott a lot when I wore my hair natural and froze and stuff. Um, and Debbie Morgan is another one I think because of the dimples. And what's the lady name that was in Jason's lyrics? She was like,
I don't know her, but that's to me that's who you look like most of all.
Wait, which lady?
she was Tretch's girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're
oh,
talking about different movies. You said Love Jones, right?
No,
Oh,
Jason's lyrics.
oh yeah, yeah,
mm.
yeah.
But she
She
was
was
also in
Love
Love
Jones.
Jones. She
Yeah,
played Nia Long's friend in Love
yes.
Jones. But yeah, I don't know her name. But yeah, those
We're
those
gonna
are the
find
people.
out. Research is on right now.
All right. While she's researching, I'll bring up the next question. What's your go-to karaoke anthem?
Really, anything Beyonce. Anything Beyonce is it lives free in my head. I can perform it on the spot.
Yeah.
For me, it's gonna be I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Because
That's it.
every day is serious out here. It's a war.
Yes.
I was gonna say the same thing, Shelly. That's what comes to mind for me for karaoke. I feel like somebody always does the "I Will Survive" at
Yeah.
karaoke. So, yep, I had the same answer for that one.
And her name is Lisa Nicole Carson.
Lisa,
Oh, okay.
yes. I used to wear those big gold earrings too, so I think that helps.
Uh-huh.
All
The
right.
door knocker.
Yeah. Our next question, what's your favorite type of sandwich?
I guess a club sandwich. Nobody's ever asked me that before. A club sandwich with extra pickles.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Shelly.
I'm a chicken salad sandwich on a croissant type
Ooh.
girl. But I love the pickle on the side too, Whitney. Give me a pickle and some good chips.
All
Yes.
right. And I'm a Caesar wrap type of girl. So
Okay.
whether it's a chicken Caesar wrap or our friends at Harry Carey's make a black and salmon Caesar wrap, I've been enjoying that since we've been at Water Tower Place. So
Yeah, and they
yeah.
also have a Cajun chicken sandwich. It's so
Mm.
good. I'm like, we need some stock in
Y'all
Right.
Harry.
making me hungry.
Yeah. So shout out to good sandwiches and
Yeah.
pickles.
Yes.
Let's see. What's a weird fact that you know?
A weird fact that I know.
I don't think on this one.
Come back to me. Come back to me. Let me think about that one.
Okay, everybody get your weird fact together. But
Yeah,
we'll
because
come back
I
to
am. Oh, jeez. Oh, let me see. Weird fact. Let me go discover one right now.
it. Then show us the most interesting thing you have in the room with you right now.
Oh, Deanna. Okay, I think I got this one. I have a box of Cheez-Its.
I'm hungry too.
Oh, goodness.
I guess I have this cute little plant right here.
Oh, that's
Oh, it was
cute.
just Earth Day
Yeah,
the other
like
day. Good.
Yes.
it's real too.
I
Yeah.
hear that that's a very like it's a relaxing. It's like if you have something live or
Mm-hmm.
plants, they kind of just make
Boost your mood. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple products that I recently purchased that are at a pop.
Ooh.
This is
Ooh,
called Silk. It's a body
Ooh.
butter. Smells
Ooh.
good, feels good. And then this one is called Touch, and it's a body scrub. It has
Mm.
some turmeric powder in it. Both of these were purchased by Shine by Mari. This is
okay.
Okay.
Cool.
a
You know I
friend.
love a good body butter. I
Yeah,
love a good body
yeah,
butter.
yeah. Yeah. So I was at a pop up as a vendor, but as a vendor, I always like to support the other vendors. So
Absolutely.
yeah, did a little shopping while I was there. So yeah, I'm enjoying these products as well.
Very
All right.
cool. 'Cause I'm hearing a
So
lot.
did everyone get their weird fact?
I
Since
did.
you just learned it today.
Uh-huh. I did. Crocodiles cannot stick their tongues out.
Oh wow.
Oh. Okay.
You might need to know that one.
I'm gonna say cucumbers taste better pickled.
Oh
Okay.
yes, that's very very.
And I'm gonna say the longest fingernails on a single hand ever measured an aggregate length of 909.6 centimeters
Ooh.
or
Jesus Christ.
358.1 inches.
Whitney, how much you charging for those nails?
At least 1,000 each nail. At least. I don't know what's underneath those.
Oh my goodness, yes.
At least a
Right.
thousand.
Well, thank you for participating in our icebreakers. Um, but let's get into Whitney Love, Whitney the entrepreneur, Whitney the mom, Whitney the wife. Give us a little overview about yourself.
Well, one thing about me is I am all about energy and vibes and positivity, and I just love to empower people. Just me knowing that I played a part in somebody's glow up makes me feel so good. I'm a mom. I have two daughters. They spend all my money and take all my time. I actually have a 16-year anniversary coming up with my husband. We made it to 16 years in May.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I also have a furry baby as well too. And in addition to all those things, I own my own nail and beauty bar in Aurora.
that is amazing.
And how old is your younger daughter?
She is 4 going on 14. hmm I had to bribe her just so I can get some alone time for this.
Absolutely. I'm very familiar with the bribing and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of those things that you said were, from me as well. I'm also very high energy. I didn't know, but I just hearing you say that I do love encouraging people. I think that's
Mhm.
very positive. I think that's wonderful.
Yes.
Um, how do you find? How do you do it? How do you keep that same attitude with being in business and the stresses that all come with it?
Yes. Oh, it is very stressful. It is stressful, but I say one thing that works for me is I keep my business time separate from my personal time and my personal time separate from my me time. That's
Yeah.
really what saves me. And I try to, respect those boundaries and keep everything separate.
I think that's great. I have not completely mastered that yet.
It's hard, but it gets
Uh,
easier.
yeah. How many years has the beauty bar been open?
Oh my goodness, we are going into our 5th year. This
Mhm.
June will be 5 years. We were at another location for 2 years, and then after that, we expanded into our current location.
Awesome. So, how did you get started in the beauty business? Period.
I've always been in love with beauty. Like I always I want the glamorous life. But growing up, it was 6 kids. it was really, really tough. There's no way I was going to be in the salon. So I decided, you know what? I'll just do it for myself. So I would just go to like Sally's and get one of those little kits that they used to have. And I started doing nails, and I would do it in my mom's house. And I kind of got good. I kind of surprised myself. And eventually my friends, they would let me do their nails. The voice, it stays in my head. My mom yelling at me about the smell of acrylic. And then right after high school, I would take clients. In the high school, I would find a little empty room, and I would take clients. I did everybody's nails for all the homecomings and dancings. And then right after high school, I went straight to school for cosmetology. And I've just been living in my purpose ever since.
It's amazing.
Yeah, she does it very well. She's my nail technician. Keeps me looking good.
I've seen a lot of your work too, Deanna.
Thank you. I don't wear a lot of jewelry or anything like that, so my nails are my accessories,
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's multi-talented. I mean, she sits as the nail tech, but I've seen her whip up her own hair really quickly, put her makeup together. I'm like, she could probably do every task in the
Yeah.
shop.
A lot of people don't know I am a licensed cosmetologist, but I've been retired for 5 years now from the hair and skin side, and now I'm just doing nails and education and running the business.
Oh, that's very cool.
So if Beyonce call, I can do it all.
So tell us a little bit about the education services you offer. I did see that on the website.
I am so passionate about education because when I was going through my journey, I didn't really have a nail mentor, somebody to show me the ropes. So I feel like it's my duty to pass that information on, to inspire people, and let them know, hey, you can do it too. So I offer one-on-one workshops. It's a great opportunity for somebody who wants to experiment with nails, but not fully sure if they want to commit to enrolling in school. Take a workshop. It's 4 hours. After the workshop, you'll know for sure if you want to have a career or you want to do it as a hobby. I also offer mentorships. I mentor women, everybody around me. I just try to lift them up.
That's so amazing that you're finding time to help other people along with your journey. It's been very beneficial for us to have those role models and people to look at. But I tend to think about the young lady who's at home and is like, how do I get into this? And everybody
Hmm.
school, so they do a search and then find you because you're in the
Yes.
area. So I think that's so powerful that you're helping others while still continuing on to your journey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely cultivating some young upcoming, superstars. There's
Mhm.
a young lady that sits behind her in the shop. I'm like, how old is she? She looks like she's 12. And she's like, she's 18. So she's like
Mhm.
already getting the taste of, being a businesswoman, and
Yeah.
she's sitting behind a perfect example of, how to conduct herself, and she's, learning the skills and all that's necessary to be fabulous.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
Thank you, Deanna.
How do you go about acquiring your staff?
Oh my goodness, it's so hard to find people. So if you guys know anybody, we're looking for artists.
Yeah, we are
Um,
too.
I try to promote on social media. I go up to beauty schools. I pass out flyers. We go to beauty shows just to try to get whoever we can get. People who are serious, and I just try to put out what I want to reflect in my staff.
Yeah, so important. We had a young lady walk into our cafe over the weekend, and she was like, she put us on TikTok. And when she did, she was leaving the store with her family. She was like, you've inspired me to, want to open up my own coffee shop. So I know how important that is to kind of let people, see your light so they can say, oh, okay, this is something that I want to do too. Um,
Yes.
how many people are you currently mentoring?
Oh my goodness. So I have my whole team at the salon. It's 7 of us, not including myself, because I have to mentor myself too.
Yeah,
So it's 7 of us currently.
yeah. And how does one mentor themselves? I'm interested in that because I need to mentor myself.
I practice self-care, self-love, and I prioritize myself. And I just like to write things down, vision boards, and I just look at it and just kind of manifest what I want out of life.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, we've done some of that, but we need to do more, and we
Hmm.
need to be more consistent. And I think we need to work on the prioritizing ourselves a little
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's
bit.
so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know one tip that's been helpful is, and I kind of got away from it because of all the stuff that was happening, and then, you know, a quiet time came, so I was like, oh, let me take this moment. I had a day off yesterday, and I chose to say, what can I do, on this day? And affirmations, my daily
Mhm.
affirmations is what I have been slacking on. So now I'm doing my daily affirmations again, and it was started yesterday, so I'm on Monday. So we get.
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so now tell us a little bit more about your family dynamics. So you got a 16-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a husband. How
Mhm.
do you how do you give each of them, what they need um, individually and collectively?
Oh, that's a tough one. I just try to like anything that they're interested in. I like to just designate time to do some of the things that they're interested in. So my little one, she loves to sing and dance. Okay, come on, we can have a bubble party. We'll sing and dance. The older one, she wants to learn how to drive and get her own car. So I'm out teaching people how to drive, and I never thought that was gonna be me. I thought that was gonna be a dad job, but it's okay. Mommy got it. And then with my husband, we always make sure we have our date nights. We have to absolutely have our date nights. We still date each other.
Good.
Absolutely.
That's really
Yeah, you
good.
say you're coming up on 16 years in marriage.
16 years in May, May 12th. Woo!
Oh, pretty close to my anniversary is May 28th. It'll
Yeah.
be 12 years for us. So hopefully we'll make it to
Congratulations.
16. Thank you. But
You
yeah,
ain't got too much left. Say, y'all can make it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sometimes he get annoyed with my mini hats. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So um what are some of the things that your 16-year-old is interested in? Has she already started thinking about like what career path she might want to go down?
I feel like she's still searching to see exactly what she wants. Hey Bianca.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being on Official Cafe Coco Latte Business. We appreciate that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I have to get
Deanna,
out
we
there in
kind
the
of twinning with
trenches.
our braids.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. So Bianca, we've been chatting it up with Whitney. She talked about the business a little bit. We was just diving into family dynamics and how she manages to give everybody what they need. Her husband, her 16-year-old daughter, and her 4-year-old daughter.
And how
A lot of
you're now
dynamics.
required to do all the things as you come
Yeah.
into the
Life be lifing. It's a lot
life.
to do, and when you got to cater to so many different people, how do you keep a piece to yourself when you're catering? Well, you know, I won't say catering. I will say attending to everyone's needs as well as your own.
That's
So
the
What? I'm
question.
sorry, were you asking me? Okay, sorry. One thing I absolutely love is mimosas. So every other Sunday, I'll have my mimosas by myself and watch my TV show. I
Hey.
absolutely love that. Like, just let me have it. Just give it to me. Leave me alone. Let me have my mimosa, please. I'm trying to watch this TV show. So that's what I enjoy doing that. And sometimes just sitting still is the best thing as well too.
it is. I
Yeah.
love that idea of having something that is yours. Because it's kind of like, this is mine. I've kind of given everybody what they needed. So if I'm
Mhm.
this one little piece, and I think it's
Mhm.
also important to identify what that piece is. Because I think often when we're busy, we find ourselves not really necessarily saying what we need, and more
Mhm.
so saying we need it.
Yes.
So I think it's good to attach something. Like if it's multiple things, that's fine too. But to attach something that is mine, that's dope. I find that very important. Let me see what I can find.
Right? Yes. And I think what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, Whitney, is that you keep everything pretty structured and prioritized and categorized as such. Do you think that is essential to um, doing it all?
Absolutely. Like I have like three different schedules. When I just touching back, I have my work schedule, my home schedule, and then I have my schedule. So yeah, it's very important, and I write everything down. If it's not in that schedule, I'm just gonna forget. It's just gonna go right over me. So I make sure I just keep everything in there and I just follow it.
That's definitely a good tip. That's something I've been trying to do lately is keeping a planner like, oh, I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, like you said, I will absolutely forget. Like, oh, I'm supposed to do what
Yeah.
now?
I would forget.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what do you think is most rewarding about being both an entrepreneur, a mom, and having those different dynamics?
Most rewarding for me, I would definitely have to say, that I have two daughters, knowing that I'm gonna leave a legacy, a blueprint, some type of foundation, for my girls. I grew up very, very poor. So just for me to have my own storefront is a huge thing in itself. So just knowing that they're gonna have something to fall back on, it's everything to me.
So cool. I
Yes.
will say, being a mompreneur,
Yeah.
yes, it's nice when the kids can come to work with you. I think we've all had our children at the cafe.
Hmm.
Most of them working behind the counter, and
Hmm.
that is important. My daughter, I think she now feels like, oh, I can be my own boss. Oh,
Hmm.
it's nice working for my mom, but I don't have to. Forever. I can eventually at some point get my own business.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
them seeing that we can do it is
Hmm.
definitely motivation for them to do it.
Yes, yes, I agree. Even my 7-year-old, she's like, "Are you doing your work or are you doing cafe cocoa latte?" Like has a different feel, different vibe, a different connection for her. Like, yeah, you go to work or you work from home, for somebody else. But when the three of you are doing the cafe, that's y'all thing. That's y'all own business. You're the boss, and
I'm
I think
working.
even at
Not
7,
yet.
that's sending a clear message.
Not yet, Giselle. Yes. Just gonna come in here. No,
No
Giselle.
worries. My children interrupt all the time, and it's okay.
Giselle, wait till mommy's done, okay?
Where is it?
Right.
Hi, Giselle. Nice to meet you. Thanks for sharing your mom with us. I think this is an accurate depiction of what mompreneurship looks
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. If Savannah was her age, she would probably be in here doing the exact same thing. She's 16. No, she's not 16.
Oh, yes.
She's
You have to
17,
be
and
quiet.
she is always lurking. But for her, her request would be, "What are we gonna eat for dinner? What are we eating?" So totally get it.
Yes. If Bryce was here, he would be asking for food as well. But my husband took him to Wendy's
Mommy,
while we record.
you have to be quiet, okay? Mommy, there's my
Yeah.
surprise. Yeah, but this is
And
room for
I'm
big
at
girls.
a
So you have
different
to be quiet.
stage of being a
I'm a big girl. You have to
mompreneur.
be
My
quiet.
son is what, 23, I think. So he's kind of off doing his own thing. So I see you guys with the younger kids, and I'm like, oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got both dynamics. I got the 23-year-old coming into the shop telling us he's proud of us, uh, and helping us out, down to the seven
Yeah.
year old who's like, I'm jealous, mom. You always get pretty nails, and I don't get my nails done, so I have to bring her in soon.
Yes, you have to bring her in.
Yes. So how do you feel, walking into your own shop every day, like has it really sunk in? I think for us we still haven't like uh it's set in it and like we accomplished what we set out for. It's still pretty new for us. But so 5 years in,
You have
you
another
feel
one?
the
Oh
gravity
yeah.
of you
Open it.
accomplishing what you set out for.
Can you say that one more time? This is the
I
last
said,
part.
5 years in, do you feel like the gravity of your accomplishments? Do you feel like you set out your goals and you're living in your dream, so to speak?
Absolutely, without a doubt. And just my everyday life, I'm starting to receive those confirmations like, hey, you're in your purpose, you doing what you're supposed to do, you're right at where you're supposed to be. So it's good to see that and receive it, just in the everyday life, getting those affirmations.
Yes. And I'm going to ask you this
Absolutely.
question. If
Those
you don't want to
affirmations
answer,
are
you don't have to, or we can edit it out. How old are you, Whitney?
I am 35. I just made 35 on March 8th.
You still look 18 too.
Yeah, like a little baby.
I want to be 5 in November.
So you have to be quiet,
Oh,
okay?
you gotta be 5 in November. That's exciting.
Stop.
Are you gonna have
And
a
then,
big birthday
and then,
party?
my birthday's coming when I turn 5. It's in November too.
Oh, are you gonna have a party?
Yes, and then my friend named Hannah's coming over, and then all my friends coming over in my birthday.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Can I come?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
There was a
Go back
celebrity
downstairs. Let
song
mommy work, okay? Go. That's
You
totally
actually
fine.
did mention the last time I was in the shop that you were thinking about podcasting. What would your
Yes.
podcast idea look like? What would you want?
Well, first of all, I don't even know where to start, but I guess being here is a start, right?
Yeah,
Right.
It would be like just kind of like similar to what you guys have going on, but it would be more towards the beauty industry, and then the people behind the chair, and the things that we go through in our life stories, and then sometimes it'll be about our clients or hot topics. But yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay.
needed. It's definitely
Mhm.
needed. As people, we get a lot. I get a lot, and I've asked Bianca, I've asked Bianca, I'm sure too. Like, who do you know that does X, Y, and Z? So I think that's so important to have you guys on a podcast would even be better. To learn that insight,
Mhm.
on what it is to be in the beauty industry.
Absolutely.
Um,
We'll
yeah,
subscribe. So let us know when we could go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're ready.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
what advice would you give to up and coming momapreneur who wants to get in the beauty industry?
I would definitely say the first thing you want to do is make sure your finances are in order. You need to see what's going in and what's coming out. Okay, your business and your personal need to be separated. Find you somebody that's doing better than you. See if they'll offer to mentor you, just to kind of lead you through the way. Those are some of my key advice.
Extremely important.
Yeah, I love all those tips. Those are things that we definitely learned along the way.
Yeah.
We definitely found a couple mentors, more than a couple, probably like 3 or 4 mentors who are successful in their fields and are just a wealth of knowledge, just a well of knowledge that we're always getting more from. So those are definitely great tips. And it was something that we kind of happened into. It wasn't something that we actually knew to go out and get mentors, but it was like it just so happened these people were in the industry, and we were like, "Hey, so tell us what you know." So
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a wonderful tip.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think what we found, and maybe some people feel intimidated to ask, but when you ask someone who is successful, how they got there. Sometimes it can be, the experience, like the comedian, what's her name?
That's
Jessica.
Monique.
hilarious.
It's hilarious. She talked about how she asked her friend who was successful how she got started and how she, maintained success, and she didn't really want to share the knowledge. But I think we
Okay.
find more people are willing to share the knowledge, and they want to see others successful. So a true person who is, successful takes interest in motivating and inspiring others, and they want to see the next person, whether it's same
Absolutely.
industry do well too. Like there's enough for us all to, enjoy.
To
So
get
why
some
would I
money.
to myself? So but if you find the first person that you ask is not interested in being, forthcoming with information, then still continue to seek those that are, because there's
Yeah.
plenty of us out there that are like, yes, I will give you the blueprint, or I will help you along the way, or
Hmm.
mentorship. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, when mentors see that you are serious about whatever it is
mhm,
that you're doing, I think they're more willing to lend their time. And our mentors, I think they saw how passionate we were. They saw, that we had a great story. So it's important to share. And then if that mentor or somebody that you go after doesn't want to work with you or is not willing to give out information, then that's just not your mentor. You know.
right.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Whitney, do you have mentors that you're still in contact with?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a couple. Some are really some of these mentors are really virtual. They don't even know that they my mentor, with everything social media and all this. But there is one special lady, and her name is Tisa. She's the owner of Glitter Nail Academy in Oak Park, and I just absolutely adore her. And she's just been so open. Her energy is amazing. She's just been really helping me out along the way.
That's nice.
Cool.
That's great.
Yes. Bianca, I know you missed out on some of the things that we've already asked, but so it's okay if you repeat a question. But did you have any question that you haven't asked yet for Whitney?
No, I asked, how do you balance it all? One, two, I asked, what advice you would give. Those are going to be my top two questions because, excuse me, I feel like as women, we always have to find this balance of how do we live our dreams and still, you know, be present.
Right.
So, that's why those two questions were my most, important questions because it's hard to find that balance. And I know, just speaking personally, I know sometimes I work full time. I'm a college
Yeah.
student. I'm a business owner. I'm a podcaster. I'm a daughter. I'm a mother. I'm a friend and a sister. I wear so many hats that some days I was just away for the weekend, but I was still checking into the square trying to see what was happening at the business.
Which she should not have been
Which
doing.
I should not have been. But it's kind of hard to like balance and do all the things because it's a lot. But we'll figure it out.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm learning from Whitney just during this conversation that you do have to disconnect, you do have to compartmentalize, prioritize, and keep things separate, and let your me time be your me time. Let your family
Hmm.
time
Hmm.
be your family time, and your business time be your business time. I think that's
Yeah.
a big takeaway for the three of us, because
Yeah.
we haven't figured that out quite yet. Yeah.
I think what I have found in life is that when God says, I got you, he really means I got you. Like I got you. And so if you do get free time, take it because now you're checking up on God. Essentially
Yeah.
you're checking behind him to make sure that he still got you, that he still has you. And I don't think he needs any checking up on. So
Yeah.
I I I put that in my head because there were a few moments too when I wanted to check on Sunday, and then I was like, you know what? Let me really take advantage of this time. And I
Yeah.
car because that's my thing. I found peace in the car with the wind blowing. And it was a nice Sunday. I was like, he got me. I'm gonna waste this time worrying about if people are coming in and out of the cafe, and then I'm gonna check the numbers, and the numbers are just gonna be what they are. I'm not gonna change it just because I'm checking it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to, and I'm finding that this is working for me with my anxiety of it all. Is he's confirmed that he got me.
Yes.
He has you with me. He has us. So you can lay off and think about other things, and then that allows you to be more present in whatever else you have going on. So
Yeah. Shelly tried to say, I was thinking maybe I'll come and go through the mall and hand out. I said, no, no, no. Like, do not come up here. Do
you
not come
did
up here.
right.
Let your off day be off.
I did because I'm all about getting that bag. So I'm always trying to think of ways that if I'm not busy, how do I maximize that time? So to me, I'm like, well, there's going to be people in the cafe. You can maximize your time by doing this. And I'm
Mhm.
glad that you said no, because I was able to get that relaxation in on Sunday and then have more energy come Friday because I'm going out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the
Yes, yes. It can't be all work and no relaxation or no,
Yes.
downtime. So I
important.
think it's important that we, establish those boundaries now. So 5 years in, we'll be, pristine structured like Whitney.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
So Whitney, tell us a little bit more about your husband. What does he do?
My husband, he's a CNC engineer.
Oh wow.
He machines and stuff.
As
He
music
does
and
production as a whole. Production, media, photography, videography. He produces our studio. We have a basement. If you're a recording artist, he can mix it. We just did a Sweet 16 on Saturday. We are so just pretty much music and production, videography as a whole.
That's dope.
Oh, you
awesome.
guys are some good people to know. I love all that
Yes.
stuff.
Sounds
I
like a
love
dynamic
Mm-hmm.
duo. Yeah.
Yes.
all
We.
those things.
Yes.
That's cool. You guys are creative, so that's dope.
And how do you support one another? Because it sounds like he has a lot going on. You got a lot going on. So how do you guys show up
Mm-hmm.
and support each other in your business endeavors?
Well, when we just did the Sweet 16, I was assistant. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can
Can
you
you hear
hear us?
us?
Okay. And then I just had an event on Thursday, and he came and he did photography for my event. I had a networking event, Business After Dark, with the Quad County African American Chamber of Commerce. So he was my right hand, getting all the behind the scenes footage so I can create content for social media.
Wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Talk
Cool.
a little bit about that quad African American Chamber of Commerce that we need to figure out how to be a part of. Tell us a little more about it.
Oh, it is a great organization for us, by us. They're really all about uplifting Black businesses and getting us the resources that we need. Just putting us out there, letting the world know, hey, we're here.
Very cool.
Okay, definitely forward us a link or something. We need to dive in
Yeah.
and learn more about that.
Yes.
Well, Whitney, we appreciate you being our guest today. This will be the first of many. We hope. I know there's more conversation that we can have and more things we can dive into. And we
I just wanted to thank you, ladies, for allowing me to be on your platform, sharing it with me. I had such a good time. I could not stop smiling. The back of my head hurts because I was smiling so hard. But I thank you, ladies, and I appreciate you guys so much.
Absolutely.
thank
Thank you so
you.
much for coming on. And I will be coming to you to get my nails done, and my daughter will be as
That's what I
Well,
like to hear.
well. Yeah.
Yes, anybody asks me who's doing my nails, and I'm always sending them your way.
Yes.
And I thank Janelle because she did, or did I tell her about you, or did she tell me about you? I don't remember
You
now.
told me about Janelle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Janelle is another client of Whitney's, and we'll always keep telling folks to come your way. So
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. And likewise.
And
thank
we
you,
definitely
Whitney.
want to recognize you, as the business of the month or week, because we like to highlight other small businesses, large businesses, other Black-owned businesses, who we come in contact with because it's kind of us building a community. Every
Course.
business that
Yes.
we come across, we definitely want to highlight, and we hope that everyone could be successful in their respective
Absolutely.
industries. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like there's, more than just the Asian nation that's running the nail and beauty industry. So,
Oh, good.
and I think a lot of times people are looking for
Oh,
ways to
Lord.
support people within their community, but they just don't know where to go
Oh,
or who that person
I
is.
can't see Bianca, but I think I hear her.
What happened?
I can't see Bianca, but I think I can hear her. You're gonna have Asian. Jesus Christ. What are this just a
I don't know if she knows that she's on the air, but all
No,
right.
I love my Asian friends too. I'm just
Oh,
saying
God.
that we are cultivating a network of for us by us as well. And we want to support our own as best we
absolutely.
can.
It's
Yes.
important that we put the money back into our community. We
For
Yeah.
sure.
recycling money. We recycling.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
so thank you, Whitney, and we will let you get back to Giselle and the family.
They waiting for me. They waiting by the door. They waiting.
I'm sure
Girl, I
they
bet.
agree with that.
Thank
Cannot
you
wait to
guys
have
so
you
much.
on again. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Whitney.
Bye bye.
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 She was so awesome.
Yeah.
As
She taught me
always, that was so much fun.
that was so much fun. She is a mom who has things in order. She feels like my soul sister, so I definitely have to get with her. She's younger than me, but she has it more put together than I, and I'm definitely willing to say that, or okay with saying that. But she prioritized herself, and that is so important, and what so many
Absolutely.
people have come on our show to say.
Yeah. Yes, I'm certainly okay with learning from younger people. I think
Absolutely.
that some of these 20-year-olds is out here killing it. So
Hmm.
yeah, I can learn from any person of any age. If you've already found the proven plug-in system,
Let me know.
I'm willing to
Oh,
to,
for
to
sure.
plug in.
I feel like age is just a number. There, your wealth and your knowledge, your knowledge, comes from life experience.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who may be younger than us who have a lot more life experience or have been through things that we're just now crossing. So
Yeah. And that
I'm
too was
willing
more
to
so
take.
said.
Hmm?
Sorry, Bianca. I just want to say that was more so in regards to her age. Was just more so to say now when she becomes my age, 42, she won't have to be backtracking. She'll already have it. So
Oh,
I
for
find
Mhm.
that
sure.
to be just so encouraging. Just the fact that she
Yeah.
has the knowledge now. It won't.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the generation under her, they'll already be ahead of the baton because they already see what she's doing, and they're able to mimic that or model themselves after that, because
Yeah.
they already have the blueprint. They got the construction workers already putting the building up. They got everything they need to, what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
build their foundation brick by brick,
For
because
sure.
they've already been passed the baton from an earlier age. So I
Yeah.
think that's dope.
Yep, and she's an amazing person. Like she's always in a good mood. She's always, positive and uplifting, and she's a person that gives off good energy that I don't think anybody would not want to be around. So it's no surprise to me that she's as successful as she is, because I think it's just her light, from within, that's constantly, creating that spectacular shine. So
Mm, smile. Just
yes.
wonderful.
Yes. Like I could see Giselle enjoying the bubble dance party with she's
Yeah.
definitely always singing, dancing, having herself a good time with the music that's playing in the shop. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're going to her party.
Yes, yes. And sometimes she does have like events that's just like a ladies' night at the shop. Just come kick back, have food and drinks, and socialize.
Yeah.
Not coming there for services. So I think that's good too. She creates that opportunity for women to just hang out.
Yeah, it's
So.
needed. It's definitely needed. But sometimes you'll look up and you have all the hats on. All the hats
Mhm.
are on and they falling off.
Mhm.
Like, how did I get the mom hat on when I was supposed to be having the cafe cocoa latte hat on and throw that hat because I need to put the girlfriend or the wife hat on? So it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I love that we're having these conversations as we're going through it so we can remember the tips that we're getting along the way. And
Yeah.
I don't know, mimosas might have to be my new thing.
Yeah,
They
I think
good,
it's all
girl.
worth
I
it.
had some yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
To make mimosas a new thing. Or just find that whatever. But
Whatever, yeah, whatever it is.
that
Yeah.
relax. I drove around in my car with the music on. I was playing some really good music yesterday, finding some old cuts. So finding some old cuts I haven't heard in a long time, and just breathe, breathe, like let everything kind of like sink in of what's happening, because I'm
Yeah.
dreaming about cafe cocoa latte at night, so I'm like, well, let me sit down and truly think about it. And it's amazing, definitely
Yeah.
Yeah.
amazing being on this journey with you guys.
Absolutely. And I think it's important too that we listen to our body. Like I was
Yeah.
really exhausted on Sunday. Well, no, it
Hmm.
was Saturday night, I think it
Hmm.
was. But in my mind I was saying, well, I'm still gonna do all these other things that I need to get
Yeah.
done, to get off my list. And Janelle was like, girl, you ain't doing that stuff. Like, go to bed. And I was like, well, no, I just want to do XYZ. But my body was like, yeah, no, Janelle was right. We're not doing that. We're going to bed.
Yep.
And that was probably the earliest I've gone to bed, and God knows who. And I really slept really well.
That's
So
good.
Yep.
Good. That means you needed it.
I needed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So as always, imparting,
Keep
keep it
it
brewing.
brewing.